This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, weighing 230 pounds, Griff Garrison.
Griff Garrison, the Ivy League MVP, as he's known, making his AEW debut tonight.
Hold on a second. He's called him an Ivy League MVP.
That's what he calls himself.
Well, he's a good-looking young athlete, but he played football at a school called Guilford, which last I checked is not an Ivy.
Hey, man, that's what it said on the trunk.
I'm just telling you. He's a double major in education studies and history. That I know. I know this kid.
From Camden Town in London, England, weighing 214 pounds, Jimmy HAVOC.
Another guy didn't go to an Ivy League school, Jimmy HAVOC. Oh boy. Imagine him running through the halls of Dartmouth. That's in New Hampshire, by the way. It's an Ivy League Excalibur.
Probably running through the halls of Oxford.
Oh, wow.
Carrying a severed head.
Dude, I can actually picture that.
Yeah, it's not.
Totally can picture that.
And Jimmy HAVOC and Kip Sabian we saw last week on Dynamite.
Austin Gutt better be careful. He's chirping Jimmy HAVOC. Jimmy HAVOC will go out there and cut his foot off.
Yeah, Jimmy HAVOC does not suffer fools, and Austin Gunn may find that out the hard way. That one team or four men that found that out in a very hard way was the Young Bucks and FTR.
Yeah, two different athletes here, and HAVOC, with all his years of experience, the things you're pointing out about him, and this young man here, 22 years old, and Griff Garrison, looks like a real good-looking athlete, handsome kid, great hair, and all this stuff. Not an Ivy Leaguer, but played college ball at Guilford. A very smart kid in his academic end, but he's in there with a guy who holds a PhD in violence. How's that commentator cliche?
You're on a roll there, man. I'm just gonna let you call the rest of the match.
I could do it, but I don't want to, boast out here.
Oh, look at this HAVOC manipulating the wrist of Garrison, driving him down to the canvas, and he's got.
Oh, God! We've seen HAVOC do stuff like that in the past, that joint manipulation, I should say. And now he's got control of that limb with a two-on-one situation. And a guy like HAVOC, look, he's taking the fingers. Look at the elbow. This kid, oh man, this kid is in a lot of trouble. Griff Garrison.
HAVOC, of course, came up in the British wrestling system, using that catch wrestling style, that submission-based offense, where others use it as a means to an end, a way to put your opponent away as quickly as possible. Jimmy HAVOC likes to use it to inflict as much punishment as possible on his opponent.
Just on that, on a top wrist lock into another arm ring, and we saw that nice roll right there, Ukemi roll by Garrison, gets control and gets his own two-on-one.
HAVOC reaching for the ropes, Garrison bringing him back to center.
There's a tall kid, 6'4", 6'5", is Garrison. Oh, just got grilled with a forearm.
6'4", 6'5", but maybe one tooth less after that shot.
Good chance.
A reversal there by Garrison. He sends HAVOC into the corner. HAVOC goes boots up and stomps him down.
That's smart, though. Smart up for the young athlete to get out of the ring and try to get away from this vicious offense. You take a vicious move like that, you want to get out of the ring and try and stop the momentum. But HAVOC, he knows what Garrison's trying to do.
Pursuing Garrison to the floor.
Breaks the count right there. Flip off the ref. We just kind of said two.
No, he gave him the
English wave.
Yeah.
Frig you, mate. That kind of thing. Oh, the hardest part of the ring.
And Garrison with that big uppercut.
That Garrison, he's got that height, man. Like I said, 6'4". He's bringing those forearms.
And did you see that HAVOC? Just that quick right hand to the midsection, enough to stun Garrison and send him into the barricade.
Well, right now, just Garrison is really getting tore up right here. I mean, he idolized, AEW stars Matt Hardy and the Young Bucks. Garrison did in his youth. So right now, he's got to try to channel those successful men if he can against HAVOC.
I would argue that Griff Garrison is still in his youth.
Well, I meant youth, like he was a little kid, like in grade school.
Oh, I see.
Or middle school.
Which was about 10 minutes ago, yeah.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah. He's 22, dude. It's not like he's 12. Jeez, lighten up on the guy. You know what I mean? He's a grumpy, masked man. You belong in the Dark Order, I'm telling you.
Got nothing on you, Taz. Garrison knocking Havoc back to the corner. Building up ahead of steam. Oh!
That Japanese arm drag, man. Great stuff by Havoc. One step ahead of the younger competitor.
And again, sending Garrison into the corner, nowhere to go.
Jimmy Havoc with that fancy haircut. Mean.
Oh, now just
angry. Look at him.
Grinding his boot into the face of Garrison.
Could you imagine, like, what does Havoc do, like, on his days off? What do you think he does? Just, like, cuts the heads off of, like, vegetables and soaks them in, like, blood or something? Like, I don't know what do people like this do. You know what I mean?
Tess, no, please, Tess, continue this line of thought.
I'm trying to
cuts the heads off of vegetables.
Well, because I'm trying to be nice. I don't want to offend anyone. You have to be careful these days. So, yeah, I'm just trying to be nice. He's cutting the heads off of fruit, maybe putting it in, like, some part of...
Where exactly is the head of a strawberry?
Well, the green part.
It's the stem.
All right. I was wrong. No problem. No problem. Right, produce Pete out here? I mean, please. There we go.
Jimmy, just plants Garrison in that diving shot has Griff Garrison rattled.
Havoc, look at him. He is just...
The vile, the vicious Jimmy Havoc. He's pulling Garrison in. The acid rainmaker ducked.
Good job by Garrison. Hurry up now, Griff. Do something.
Garrison, the leaping lariat in the corner, sends Havoc across the ring.
I don't like this.
Goes for a second one.
He got it.
And Jimmy Havoc on roller skates. Oh!
You got to cover him.
He knocked his block off.
Big upset.
1, 2. No!
Well, Jimmy Havoc showing right there how tough he is. He could have simply utilized his mat sense and put his foot on the rope to break the cover, but he wanted to send a message to his kid. Hey, hit me with some big moves. I'm going to kick out. I like that by Havoc.
Yeah, great bit of psychological gamesmanship there by Jimmy Havoc. Garrison, ran right into that high boot.
Oh, here we go.
Now,
here we go.
Oh, the acid rainmaker by Havoc.
Uh-oh, he's not done.
He's got Garrison up. The leg is hooked. Sink the Sorrow DDT. Covers 1, 2, 3.
The winner of this match, Jimmy Havoc.
Jimmy Havoc, sick, twisted, demented, disgusting man, but successful again. Look at that hole in the back of his head. You see that?
He's got a lot of scars. He's got a taste of his own blood. But Jimmy Havoc victorious here tonight.
He's just a rancid man. He's bleeding. He's sucking. What the hell is he doing?